What's up, everyone? 2017 Rav-4 passenger front door panel removal. So let's get right into it. We gotta take this panel off behind this handle. I take a small flathead, or you can take like a butter knife and just gently pop it off where I just did, and it'll come out. Be very gentle with that part. And then here's a screw, just a regular Phillips screwdriver. Let's go ahead and get that out. Alright, save that. You'll need it for later. Now, I got like a little plastic pry bar, but if you can get something small to fit in here and just gently pop this up as best you can, being gentle, it'll pop up. And then there's two connectors. We gotta disconnect the connectors. Not a big deal. I'll just use a small flathead to push the button. Because my fingers aren't that small. My fingers are like really fat, so it's hard for me to push the buttons. But you push the little thumb button, and then you can pull that off. Set that aside somewhere safe. Then if you want, you can start kind of pulling on the bottom here to get it loose. It should pull away from the metal door part, but there's screws behind this guy. This guy has to come off. He's actually like kind of hard to get off. It's on there really tight, and it's really like brittle and fragile, so be real careful. Same thing, just use like a plastic pry bar like this to kind of get in it, or this flathead might be a little too hard on it because it's such a thin plastic. But once you do get it off, and get these out. And sorry, I wasn't trying to like scare you guys about it. It's not that bad. You can get it out. I was just trying to tell you to be careful. I'm gonna get these two screws out. These are longer screws. Got these out. Also save these. Put them somewhere safe. Now this should wiggle loose. Gonna pull it, and the handle and the cables will still be connected. You can get these out two ways. You could pull it out like this. You can pull each cable out individually, or you could just take this whole thing off like that. It just comes off real easy. I'll just recommend doing it that way. We're gonna put this somewhere safe. Make sure no one steps on it. You'd be surprised how like you'll put it somewhere and it'll get stepped on. But yeah, that's how the panel comes off. And now let's go ahead and go to put it back on. First, you want to make sure all your white clips are in the door panel. Make sure they didn't get left in the door. When you get this back on, slide the handle in. Make sure you got these pulled out after you've secured it. Get your connectors back in here and gently line up the tabs on here and push it in place like this. Alright. And then we'll put these two screws back in. And then once you get those in, you can put this back on. Same thing with this. Make sure the panels or the little tabs are lined up before you push it in, like that. And yep, get that on there, just like that. And here's this. We'll go ahead and put the screw back in, tighten it down, and then put this guy back in. The best way to do this is just kind of lift the handle out the way, put it in on this side first, and then just kind of push it in place. And it should just like pop or snap in place. Going from the front, push it to the back, and then this guy, he just goes right back up here. I think I forgot to show you guys to take this guy off at first, so it just pulls right off, and you can put it back on. But yeah, that's it. Let's turn the car to the accessories and just make sure your window works and your locks are working good before you call it a wrap. Mine's working, mine's good. And that's it, guys. So hopefully this video helped you out.